Hello, everyone, and welcome to West Morris High School in Chester, New Jersey. As Champion Athletes, Apex Wrestling School, and the Harrington Companies brings you GardenStateHSWrestling.com's live wrestling coverage of this rivalry matchup between the Mendham Minutemen and the West Morris Central Wolfpack. I'm your host, Donald Brower, and joining me is James Clarke on the call. James, these two teams, rivals, share the school. Just kind of talk about these guys.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, let's talk about the Minutemen over here with Coach Stephen Baig, who's been on this team for a long time. Young team, but they're learning their way. They're currently 3-15 on the season, and they're tied. They tied at 15th recently at the MCTs. And then when you look over to Coach Chris Merrill from West Morris Central, you know, they are 8-9 currently on the season, and they just recently finished 4th in the MCT. So they've been having a really good, sharp second half of the season.
Now, as we get ready for this match here, let's talk a little bit about our, social medias. We'll get into everything as we're just doing the announcements here. Senior night, we already did that. But, James, how do we get out see him on socials?
Well, let's be sure. Follow us on social media, on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter at GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. If you like everything that we have provided here so far throughout the season, as well as any other things that we've done, especially tonight as well, hit that little like button down below, and also hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs. Your teams, your counties, your site. GardenStateHSWrestling.com, it's where it's at. Do you own a local business? Become a sponsor. Sponsorship opportunities are available for team pages and live stream coverage. So, how do you do that? You can sponsor one of our live streams or a local team page. Just click on a blank ad logo and fill out the sponsor form. Let GardenStateHSWrestling.com make you the star of the show. We also like to take the time to thank the following sponsors for tonight's matchup, and they are the following: New Jersey Total Health Sub Pub, Action Towing, Mia Nona Kachina, Urban Style Barbershop, Chester Meat Market, Five Brothers Taqueria, Long Valley Pub, and OMG Burger for providing financial support this season to allow GardenStateHSWrestling.com's broadcast of tonight's match between the Mendham Minutemen and the West Morris Central Wolfpack.
And now for our starting lineup tonight. Beginning at the 106-pound weight class for the Minutemen, Aiden Riley.
We'll be starting tonight's match at 106 pounds. Today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, and the Harrington Companies, the official sponsors of GardenStateHSWrestling.com's live wrestling coverage.
This should be a really good matchup. I mean, you were saying before, Mendham, longtime head coach Stephen Baig. It's a young team, had a rough start to the season. 1-8 in their last 9. They've been struggling, tied for 15th at the MCT. And on the flip side, you got Chris Merrill in his third year, 6-1 since Brandon Dean left for the Olympic Dreams in Colorado. 4th in the recent MCT, was right there. A squad that's really kind of pulling it together, so it's going to be an interesting matchup here.
100%. I mean, it's always, we've covered this match I don't know how many times.
A couple of years, the last few years, always really well.
Oh, 100%. I always enjoy covering this match.
So we have the Lehighs here. We'll just sit in here and listen to who they are coming out. It should be a really solid matchup.
Do you like what you see today? Are you looking for a way to advertise your business to customers? We have limited sponsorship opportunities left for the 2023-24 season. You can sponsor one of our live streams or a local team page. Just click on a blank ad logo and fill out the sponsor form. Let GardenStateHSWrestling.com make you the star of the show.
The original GardenStateHSWrestling.com. Others imitate, we duplicate. We are the best high school wrestling coverage provider in New Jersey, the premier high school wrestling coverage provider. No one comes near us. Why listen to the goof? We deliver the proof. Don't work with the rest. Deal with the best. GardenStateHSWrestling.com. We will stack up our team against anybody in the state. I think we're going to get the national anthem here.
That will start at 106 pounds. Mendham is coached by Steve Banks, Vince O'Brien, Dan Pertolay, and Aaron Fitcroft. And West Morris Central is coached by Chris Farrell, Tommy DeGalicia, and Tom Bourra. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to honor America. We would ask if you would please rise and remove your hats as we have our national anthem sung by our own Sophia Pizarro.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Wonderful singing there of the national anthem,
Thought they were going the Whitney Houston route.
which definitely hit the billboards at that in the 90s. So we have the flip of the coin here, as the captains, the head coaches, and the official for tonight are out. We'll get the flip of the coin. It's going to go to Mendham, and they elect the odd bouts. And as we said, we'll be starting at 106 pounds tonight.
When the scores will be read, they will be having the odd matches. And West Morris Central will be green.
Let's get ready to wrestle. See who comes out. Battle of the sister schools. Love it.
Always the best, isn't it?
And Brody Neal.
This should be definitely a great matchup right here between two solid wrestlers. Brody Neal, the freshman from West Morris Central, having a fine season for himself.
Finished third at the counties last week. And a really stacked 106.
Definitely. Well, this is definitely a great way to start off the match here between Aiden Riley, a solid wrestler in his own right, and then you have Brody Neal for West Morris. Solid matchup here between the two.
Two of the more memorable guys there.
As Neal gets that quick takedown, leads it 2-0 as he does a mat return. Nice mat return there by Brody Neal. Definitely a lot of blue tonight, as you can tell. They're going to go out of bounds, and the wrestlers will get set to the center of the mat.
Mendham in the dark blue with the red trim, where West Morris is in the blue with Columbia trim. Like I did there.
I did. That was very fancy. Now, Neil trying to run an arm bar. Nothing doing there for him as Riley's trying to work out back up to his base.
This gym is always packed when these two teams meet. You know, share a school district. These are one of these great rivalry matchups. We've done a couple already. We did Morris Hills, Morris Knolls, and others. So it's going to be, you know, really, really good setup here.
Can't you tell we just love doing sister school rivalries?
Oh, I love these. I love these rivalry matches.
It's the best, you know, definitely. And this is definitely one that we've covered quite a few times in our years, and this is the matchup that we kind of sort of kicked off.
And it's always one of those. It's always one of those too. It doesn't matter what the records are coming in and anything like that. Literally, when these guys wrestle, say, "Oh, we got a roll here." It gets the pin.
Neil gets that pin. With 38 seconds to go in the first, and West Morris leads us 1-6-0 over the Minutemen. Follow us on social media, on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter at GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. And if you like everything that we have provided here so far this season, and even for tonight as well, hit that little like button down below on our YouTube stream, and also hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs. Your teams, your counties, your site. GardenStateHSWrestling.com is where it's at. As West Morris Central sends out first, with Mendham to follow. So already at 113 pounds. So this is Cosman of Mendham and Montour for West Morris, another solid wrestler. West Morris has some really solid lower weights this year.
They do. They do have some solid weights.
And
they're always good with their lower weights. You know, that's one of the things. They always have those young kids who can come in and do stuff. It's actually, for a long time, they were weaker in the upper weights just because they didn't have anybody. And now you got a Bourra, you got guys like that. This is probably one of the more complete teams that West Morris has had in a while.
I would say so, 100%. So both wrestlers will get themselves set. We'll get set here as Montour throws in the legs. Now he's going to try to throw in that power half, something that the West Morris team definitely enjoys doing. Just throwing in those legs and being able to run the power halves. Now let's see if he could try to run that there. He's in pretty good position to be able to get some back points out of it.
I think he's about to get the count here. Kind of right on the edge. Just got to sit back just a little bit. There we go. Not in a pinning position, you know.
But at least he'll get at least some back points out of it. And back points are always crucial. Any kind of points are in the sport of wrestling. So they'll get a 3 count there.
Great job by Montour. He's rolling over. I think he's going to settle in here on the pin.
As long as he can put that pressure on that left shoulder blade of Cosman, he would be pretty good there.
Just settling in. I think he's got it right here. It's almost a foregone.
Should be getting it there any minute. But we got 13 seconds left to go in the first. And using that elbow there to prevent himself from getting pinned is Cosman.
Short time here.
The official looking in. And that's going to be the end of the 1 period. Montour leads this one 5-0.
That was really good fighting there by Knox.
I think he did a good job.
I thought for sure for about 30 seconds it looked like he was stacked up and fought off his back. Great job.
And that key was that elbow right there that he was keeping him from his back.
Kept him, you know, from not going flat, and that's those little things. Everybody else saw it one way, but you get a good angle when you're seeing it from here.
Definitely. And now we go from the neutral position as chosen by Cosman. Montour gets that takedown.
You almost wonder what's going to happen here. You know, Montour up 7-0 early here in the second. You figure he tries to go for another tilt if he can't get him, just to take down, you know, release game.
I think
Catch
that
and
would be.
release.
I think that would be something that he probably would be looking into. as Cosman's been doing a pretty good job. I know he's gotten rolled once, but doing a good job keeping himself in the match and trying to wrestle the full 6 minutes, which is always key for these kind of matchups here. So
now, just so everybody knows, when they look at the scoreboard here, we have it red and green, but the scoreboard up top on the school scoreboard is reversed. So home is green, red is away, just so you see it when you look at it.
Montour near that pin right there, at least from our vantage point, but they see otherwise, and he gets the pin as I say that. So West Morris Central extends the lead, 12-0. Follow us on social media, on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter at GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. Also, be sure to hit that little like button down below on our YouTube stream, and also hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs. Your teams, your counties, your site. GardenStateHSWrestling.com is where it's at. Today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athletes Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, and the Harrington Companies, the official sponsors of the original GardenStateHSWrestling.com's wrestling coverage. We are here at West Morris Central, covering the Mendham Minutemen and the West Morris Wolfpack with your commentators on the call, Donald J. Brower and James Clarke. We are here at 120 pounds, and this is Fonte from Mendham and Famy from West Morris.
Rafe is one of the top stars here for Mendham, young star. One of the guys they could really rely on here, and they want to get some points here. He's going to be the one to spark anything if they get it going. It looks like he's got almost has a cradle locked up. Just in a bad position to get, he's got to float over and see if he can get through there. Oh, runs him right back. He might get some points out of this.
Just needs to roll him back just a little bit more. And he'll get some back points out of it.
Not going to get a pin.
No.
It's just the position he has. He's still going to get his 5. Bring him over. He might even let him, roll him back over and then go for another tilt. That's what I do in this situation. Just roll back over and then run it back again. As he's settling there, he gets the pin. Readjust it. Nice job there by Famy.
Wow, impressive there by Fonte.
Ray Fonte, excuse me.
So 12-6 now for West Morris Central leading over the Minutemen. Follow us on social media, on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter at GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. Also be sure to hit that little like button down below on the stream, and be sure to also hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs on our YouTube page. Your teams, your counties, your site. GardenStateHSWrestling.com is where it's at. We provide the best wrestling coverage in the state of New Jersey. Today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athletes Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, and the Harrington Companies, the official sponsors of GardenStateHSWrestling.com's live wrestling coverage. And getting in on that takedown. Ooh. Trying to throw in that headlock there. But comes out from the back door there and gets a takedown of his own.
Caruso's being aggressive there, and I am going to horribly mispronounce that name. Sarah Ward Hanna? Sarah Ward Hanna we're going to go with. I think that's the proper pronunciation in that name. Okay, perfect. We got confirmation from the Mendham Stat girls, the meme girl from everything. So
2-1 lead here for him. As Harrison's getting in, tried to get into front headlock position. Nothing doing there for him. They're going to go out of bounds. And they're going to get themselves right back to the center of the mat. As we have some hand fighting there. Shot attempt there.
Wait a minute. I'm not sure that is that I don't know if that's Pravith. That's I think that might be Eduardo Bolera. I got the wrong message from Meme Girl over here. She messed it up, gave me the wrong guy.
Are people listening right
So Bolera from Mendham and Harrison from West Morris Central. Harrison gets that takedown, leads it now 3-2.
Stat girls from Mendham horribly failing me with names right now. She's too busy looking up. She's going to be a famous meme. Keep an eye out for that.
Oh, and a crossface thrown out of there by Harrison. Close to a stick right there for him, but going to get 2 back points out of that one. Makes it now 5-2. Now he threw in those legs there and see if he could try to get some back points coming out of that one. Spins back behind. 5 seconds to go in the first period. Gets out of that one. Makes it now 5-3 to end the period.
Head coaches hate when you give up points late
Always.
in a period.
Always.
Like that last 10 seconds, do not give up a point.
It could make a very big difference at the end of it all. That's why coaches stress us to just wrestle out the entire period. But Bolera is going to get bottom, and Harrison.
Oh, Bolera's in a good position there. He just keeps rolling through. If he had rolled through, he could have possibly have brought him with him in a gator roll type situation, but
now going to get some back points more out of that is Harrison.
And he can pop his head out here and come back. You got it too.
He'll get the reversal at least. Makes it now 8-5. So this definitely feels like it's going to be a definitely high-scoring match between the two. Harrison, they go out of bounds. He was in a single leg, but the official says they were out of bounds, and they're going to go center of the mat.
It might be 9-5.
So they were going to say 10-5. Now the scoreboard is. Coaches and the official are all talking it over.
West Morris ended up scoring 3. They had 2 back points.
They're just having some conversation to ensure the score is correct. And they are going to go with 10-5, I think.
I think that's what they're saying. They're kind of going over it now.
7-3 going into the period. So 10-5.
So now it is 10-5, the official word, 10-5. Harrison leads this one over Bolera. Got some head tapping there going on from both wrestlers. I think it's stoppage there. So they're just having some conversation just to conclude everything.
We're still trying to figure out the scoring here.
It's definitely a lot of scoring going on in this match. Hard to keep up with it. But I know the first period ended 5-3. Got the reversal. So we're just getting some confirmation right there, just to ensure everything is all said and done. So it should be. Definitely always a lot of fun going over all this stuff. Today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athletes Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, and the Harrington Companies, the official sponsors of the original GSHSW.com's live wrestling coverage. We also like to take the time to thank our main sponsors for today: New Jersey Total Health, Sub Pub, Action Towing, Maya Nona Kachina, Urban Style Barbershop.
Then we go over this. Mia Nona Kashina. You'll learn.
Urban Style Barbershop, Chester Meat Market, Fry Brothers Taqueria, Long Valley Pub, and OMG Burger for providing financial support this season to allow Garden State HSWrestling.com's broadcast of tonight's match between the Mendham Minutemen and the West Morris Wolfpack.
I think we figured it out.
Is it still Wednesday? It's a great night to be on TV.
You guys give me the best action. I love this slow time. It's like dead air radio.
All right, so
Getting talked to by the referees. I know everybody. It's fun.
so it is 8-5. They fixed that one all up, got that all clarified. But Harrison now getting the takedown, getting back points, quick stick him, and he does get the pin.
The Harrison said, forget this. I ain't waiting for a score to get figured out. Why put it in the hands of the scores. Let's get it done.
So 18-6 there, West Morris. Follow us on social media on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter at GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. Also, be sure to hit that little like button down below on our YouTube stream, and also be sure to hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs. Your teams, your counties, your site. GardenStateHSWrestling.com is where it's at. We provide the best wrestling coverage in the state of New Jersey. Today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, and the Harrington Companies, the official sponsors of GardenStateHSWrestling.com's live wrestling coverage. As we have the Rocky theme song running out here, one of the best movies of its time.
Now this is Parith.
And this is Caruso from West Morris, one of the seniors for this West Morris squad.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in on this Wednesday night to the original GardenStateHSWrestling.com's live wrestling coverage. Donald J. Brower here with James Clarke. We're at the 132 bout. All pinned so far.
Yeah, definitely. It seems like it's going by pretty smoothly so far. As we have both wrestlers feeling each other out. We're still going through. Caruso now on his knees there a little bit, trying to trick him up just a tad, but nothing doing there for him. Now Parith gets in on a shot of his own, and they're going to go out of bounds there. If that was inbounds there, that would have been a pretty nice fireman's carry that Caruso just did there at the edge of the mat.
Now this is Nalith.
So this is going to be...
No, they're twins. So Siri Wardhana is brother. They're twins. They're Parith and Nalith. So this is Nalith.
Nalith.
You know how you can tell them apart? I don't know either because the stat girls didn't know. They had to ask. So we were trying to figure it out. One of them has a mole. Apparently, I don't know. I don't look at guys' faces like that, but.
But either way, it is still 0-0. 50 seconds left to go in the first period.
At the end, we're going to be talking with some of the Mendham stat girls, so you can look and say, hey, wait a minute. She's famous. I know her. I saw her meme.
As Caruso gets in on the shot, but nothing doing there for him. They're going to go out of bounds, and it's still neutral here. 35 seconds left to go in the first period. We're all still tied up here at 0. We have a shot from both wrestlers, but neither one prevailing and getting a takedown.
Now, I don't remember offhand, but I'm pretty sure the twins are pair of captains, and I think there's one more from Mendham that I'm drawing a blank on. It may be Fonte, but I think those are the 3 captains. So quality wrestler for the team, runs the squad in the room and everything. So
most definitely. Now we got Russian arm there from Caruso, and they're going out of bounds. They're going to go right back to the center of the mat. Got a lot of hand fighting going on here from the neutral position for both wrestlers. Caruso trying to get in. We're going to run out of time. We're all tied up at 0. We're going to go into the second period with it being Nalith going bottom to start the second period. And that's going to, yeah, I thought that was pretty quick right off the whistle. So the official just telling them to make sure that he has the hand right on the belly button there. Now getting in on that tilt is Caruso. Got 2 back points coming his way there. Should make it 2-0 for Caruso after the 2 back points. Unless he tries to get 3 there, and the official gives him 2. So 2-0 for Caruso. Still in control there from Caruso. See what he could try to do with that. See if he could try to run something here. He's up 2-0 over Nalith.
Hey, Nalith, let's go, kid.
So we can try and see what he'll do. Now he locks up something from the elbow there. Now he's looking to try to do a ball and chain, but nicely done there by Nalith, making sure that he doesn't give up that arm right there for Caruso's advantage. And he stands straight up there, and that's going to get stopped there for a illegal slam, so that will be a point for Nalith. So now it makes the score 2-1. And they're going to take some injury time on this one. So while we're doing that, let's talk about our social medias. Follow us on social media on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter at GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. Also, be sure to hit that little like button down below, and also hit the subscribe button to our YouTube page for all of your wrestling needs. Your teams, your counties, your site. GardenStateHSWrestling.com is where it's at. Do you like what you see today? Are you looking for a way to advertise your business to customers? We have limited sponsorship opportunities left for the 2023-24 season. You can sponsor one of our live streams or a local team page. Just click on a blank ad logo and fill out the sponsor form. Let GardenStateHSWrestling.com make you the star of the show. We are here at West Morris Central covering the rivalry match here tonight between the Mendham Minutemen and the West Morris Central Wolfpack with your commentators on the call, Donald J. Brower and James Clarke. We are here at 132 pounds. Nalith from West Morris Mendham and Caruso from West Morris Central. And Caruso leads this one 2-1. We're going to get right back into the action as he stands.
Let me ask you your opinion. You think that was a slam?
Putting me on the spot there.
I'm just asking. What did you think? Because there's always, unless it's an egregious slam, did you think that was a slam, or would you have called that a slam?
In my personal opinion, probably. But every official is always going to look at things differently. I know that's been like a big thing the last couple of years here, so that's always a tough call to make. But
I think it was close. I mean, there's no error either. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't something that could be egregiously called either way. It was, you could see why it was called that.
Exactly. But it is a really tough call to do. You know that he's trying to be the aggressor, and he gets 2 back points out of that one. Unless he's trying to stick him here, and that's going to be the end of the period and makes it 4-1 now for Caruso leading this one. It'll be Caruso's choice.
He's going to take top here. Actually, I thought he would because he had so much ease turning him.
Right, and I thought it might as well go top here.
Hey, Nalith, let's go.
As he gets set there. Caruso on top, Nalith on the bottom. Caruso leads this one 2-1. Now looking for that cradle there is Caruso. Just brings him back down to the mat.
Looking for a cradle here for another tilt. Nalith's fighting it off, though.
Doing a good job there is Caruso. Doing a good job fighting off of that is Nalith.
Come on, Nalith. Let's go.
Just has to make sure that he stands there, just not give up any more bonus points. Now he has control of that wrist right there, looking like he wants to try to do the ball and chain yet again. That's something that he was looking for earlier in the second period. Now he has that opportunity for the cradle, but Nalith was feeling that pressure there in that cradle. So he gets back to his base and attempted Granby there from Nalith. 1 minute to go in the third period. Caruso leads this one.
Caruso doing a good job. He's up there. He's trying to run a bar here. He's got his arm through the legs, ready to see if he can get a tilt here.
And I think he will. He'll get some back points out of this one at least. So he's going to get 2 back points on that one unless he brings it back again. Try to get 3 if he can. But now looking for that near side cradle is Caruso there. Going to let everything go. Will be 6-1. Caruso leads this one. Now trying to do a crossface yet again was Caruso.
Hey, 20, let's go, Nalith.
And he has control of that arm bar. 15 seconds left to go in the third.
If you're Nalith here, you have to understand that you're probably not going to win this match. But you don't want to get tilted for either a pin or, other decisions. You know what I mean? Like, you want to have a regular decision here. Keep your team somewhat close.
100%. And that's exactly what he's going to do. He'll keep it to a 6-1 decision. That now extends the lead for the Wolfpack, 21-6. Follow us on social media, Facebook, GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter, GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. Also, be sure to hit that little like button down below on our YouTube page and hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs, your teams, your counties, your site. GardenStateHSWrestling.com is where it's at. Today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, and the Harrington Companies, the official sponsors of the original GardenStateHSWrestling.com's wrestling coverage for tonight.
Just waiting for Mendham to send out.
This will be a good matchup right there for the Wolfpack and the Minutemen. And the shake of the hands and the match underway. We have Rooney from Mendham and Rosuto from West Morris Central. And Rosuto getting in quick on that takedown. 2-0.
That was just basically like a football tackle right there. Picked him up with a nice driving tackle. That's textbooks when you're trying to wrap up a running back coming around on an end around.
100%. A lot of these wrestlers, a lot of times wrestlers and football players usually come in handy.
Well, this team, a lot of the upper weights, mid-upper weights play on the football team who had a great run in this offseason. You know, you look it up at the wall, you see state champs in 2021, 22. They were North 1, North 3 Group 3, North 1, North 2 Group 3 champion in 21. They won the section this year. I mean, it's been a really great run here by West Morris.
Definitely, all
on
their
the football team.
Definitely, they've always had a great football program here. Rosuto leads this one 2-0. After that quick takedown. Now he has control. Now he wanted to throw in a crossface there. He was looking for that crossface. Definitely looking for a cradle right here is Rosuto. He's just going to cut him. Makes it 2-1 now for Rosuto. And
another one.
Definitely. 100%. That definitely is a legitimate football tackle for him.
That's one of those, after watching that, I'm a big pro wrestling fan. That's where you scream, gore, 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 spear. I mean, he just went right in and took him right down. See if he lets him up again and does it again.
I think there's a good possibility that he might. He's just been dominant so far with those first 2 takedowns of this period. Now he's trying to look for something here. Now see if he could try to look for something. Now he has that leg trap there.
Come on, PJ, keep working, kid.
As Rooney is still hanging tough here as he's trailing this one 4-1. Now trying to do that twister was Rosuto, but nothing doing there for him. Unless anything crazy here. Oh, I could be wrong. He could be turning him here at the end of the first period. And he'll get 2 back points. 6-1 lead here for Rosuto.
Rosuto defers.
Rooney going to go bottom to start. And as we've said all year, that's usually the most basic position for every wrestling coach to choose for their wrestlers. As he has that leg locked up there for Rosuto. Brings it back down to the mat. Nice job there by him. Now looking for that cradle yet again is Rosuto. See if we could try to turn him here yet again with the same exact move that he did earlier.
Looks like he's got that shoulder hooked underneath, using his own arm to move him. Runs with cradle, gives him an opening there.
That was a very slick move right there by Rosuto. Nice job by him to get into that cradle position.
Now he flattens out.
As long as he can put that head to the temple there, he might be able to stick him right there. And he does. Great job by Rosuto as that extends the Wolfpack's lead to 27-6. Follow us on social media on Facebook, GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter, GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. And also be sure to hit that little like button down below on our YouTube stream and hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs, your teams, your counties, your site. GardenStateHSWrestling.com is where it's at. Today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, and the Harrington Companies, the official sponsors of the original GardenStateHSWrestling.com's coverage of tonight's match. We are here at West Morris Central High School covering the rivalry matchup between the Mendham Minutemen and the West Morris Central Wolfpack with your commentators on the call, Donald J. Brower and James Clarke. We are here at 144 pounds here with West Morris Central leading this one 27-6 over their rivals, the Mendham Minutemen.
This is Liberworth versus McBride.
So another, could be a toss-up matchup here, never know.
Speaking of a toss, that's a toss by McBride, but a nice scramble by Liberworth.
Oh my goodness, this is like an acrobatic wrestling match going on here between the two.
Both were going for it there.
McBride comes out on top of that one as he leads it 2-0. Now he's trying to lock up now he lets up the escape there on Liberworth. So that makes it 2-1 for McBride leading this one. And was near that ankle pick right there. It definitely was in that position to get one, but Liberworth definitely blocking that one off nicely. Close on that takedown there. He gets the takedown. He's gonna get some back points coming this way is McBride.
He could get him stuck here.
I think he definitely could in this case.
Kicks the leg over. Nice move there. Kicking the leg back and get the leverage out of the way. And the pin.
The pin right there for McBride. That extends the lead now to 33-6. Follow us on social media, on Facebook, GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter, GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. If you like everything that we have provided here today, hit that little like button down below on our YouTube page. And also be sure to hit that subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs. Your teams, your counties, your site. GardenStateHSWrestling.com is where it's at. We provide the best wrestling coverage in the state of New Jersey. There is no question about it. As we're going to get to the 150-pound weight class here. We're already halfway through with the Wolfpack leading this one 33-6 over the Minutemen.
With this one, it's such a pin-heavy match. You're going to get it. Oh, no, it's going to go super quick as we get a quick takedown there by Visito.
As he leads it 2-0 over King of Mendham. We also like to take the time to thank our main sponsors for tonight's match, New Jersey Total Health, Sub Pub, Action Towing, Mia Nona Kachina, Urban Style Barbershop, Chester Meat Market, Five Brothers Taqueria, Long Valley Pub, and OMG Burger for providing financial support this season to allow GardenStateHSWrestling.com's broadcast of tonight's match.
You didn't totally mumble that. I like that.
I did such a good job with that one.
Yeah,
As you give the thumbs up, I know nobody else can see it, but
let's not get all happy there.
But either way, Visito leads this one 2-1 now after that escape. Pretty lanky for a 150-pounder there for Visito. And nice job by Visito getting that takedown. Extends the lead now. It's 4-1. And locking up a cradle. That's been a famous move here for the Wolfpack tonight. And getting back on that cradle is Visito. Near that pin right there for Visito. Should be getting it any second, and he gets it. And that will extend the lead now to 39-6. The Wolfpack leads it over the Minutemen. Follow us on social media, Facebook, GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter at GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. If you like everything that we have provided here tonight, please be sure to hit that like button down below on our YouTube stream, and also hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs. Your teams, your counties, your site. GardenStateHSWrestling.com is where it's at. We provide the best wrestling coverage in the state of New Jersey.
The original GardenStateHSWrestling.com.
We are here at West Morris Central covering the rivalry matchup here between the Mendham Minutemen and the West Morris Central Wolfpack with their commentators on the call, Donald J. Brower and James Clarke. We are here at 157 pounds with West Morris leading this one 39-6. And for Mendham, we have Lingon from Mendham and DeFrance from West Morris Central. And DeFrance getting in on that ankle pick. Nice job by him, leading this one 2-0. Seen a lot of physical aggression tonight from the Wolfpack. They've been doing such a great job with that.
Now they had the France weigh in at 150, but they bumped them up for 157. They get Fazino in the lineup. So
Definitely helps them out for sure. And
he's stuck.
Three-quarter Nelson there and a stack for the France in 30 seconds. Extends the lead 45-6 for West Morris Central. Follow us on social media on Facebook, GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter, GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. Please be sure to also hit that like button down below on our YouTube stream, and also hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs. Your teams, your counties, your site, GardenStateHSWrestling.com is where it's at. And now we're here at 165 pounds as West Morris Central sends out first. And the Minutemen, the West Morris Mendham Minutemen, looking over to see who he wants to send out here at 165 pounds. As his wrestler checks in. And the match will be in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Match up here between the two wrestlers. Got a lot of hand fighting going on early. Mahia from Mendham and Wagner from West Morris Central.
Once again, thank you for taking some time out of your evening this wonderful Wednesday night to tune into this coverage of the original GardenStateHSWrestling.com's live wrestling coverage. The premier high school wrestling coverage provider in all of New Jersey. I'm Donald J. Brower here with James Clarke. This match is kind of getting away from Mendham.
It is.
But I think they kind of understood that coming in. They got a young team, like we said in the beginning. You know, it's one of those teams that, you know, this might be more of a rebuilding year for Mendham, where West Morris has done a great job. You lose a kid who's medaled in the state last year, and you haven't missed a beat. So, you know, I know West Morris has got some tough competition coming up. You know, but obviously everybody turns to sectionals next week. But you know, this is a matchup you want to see, and these are always quality, loud matchups.
100%. It's always great to see these rivalry matches between two sister schools. Like, we've covered a lot of them throughout the year.
I mean, we did Morris Hills and Morris Knolls. I know, depending on how our coverage goes, we might be doing Roxbury at Randolph as well.
And that's a big rivalry there. But neither one gets a takedown. They're going to go out of bounds. 35 seconds left to go in the first period. Just feeling each other out just a little bit.
Now this obviously will clinch the match. Or it has clinched the match already. There's no way Mendham can catch up with my basic math skills.
Nope.
I'm going to say the pin by de France was the clincher. So we'll get a chance to talk to him afterwards.
And that's going to be the end of one period. We have no score. Mahia's looking over to his coaches.
They already gave him the finger for down. He didn't even have to look too long. Always down.
I mean, that's something that we've always talked about a lot. When it's a 0-0 match right here, you have choice first, you always want to go bottom first.
100%. Especially, like we said, when it's scoreless like this.
And trying to Merkle there was Mahia. Now he hooks onto that leg there. Trying to not let him go.
He tried to Merkle, but it started looking like Urkel. See what I did there?
Yeah, that was very clever. For those of you who don't know, Family Matters.
I'm sure they know. I trend with the seniors and the old people. They love me, senior citizens. I am their cup of tea.
I must be there with you, too.
We're right there. They love us.
So 1-0 there for Wagner. Leads this one after that escape. Mahia was trying to work on that Merkle, but not successful with it. And they get back to their feet. Mahia trying to get in on the shot, but not successful with it. Kind of like a half-shot attempt there.
I don't think he was trying for it. He just kind of thought he might have an opening, might get some cheap points there, and just backed out of it smartly. How many times do you see somebody try to go for something like that and they're just in a horrible position. Next thing you know, you're looking up at the lights and you're walking back to your coach wondering why you just got pinned.
A million times. We've
Especially
seen
with
it.
you.
Oh, 100%. But, you know, we've had our fun. We've had our fair share of fun over the years.
Nice job there by Mahia. Didn't get a chance to break him down. He should have snapped him down there. Had him in good position if he'd gotten around quicker. Should have snapped him down. Would have gotten the 2.
But either way, it's still 1-0. Wagner leads this one. Grabbing onto those wrists were both wrestlers, and now Wagner. We got 5 seconds left to go in the second. And after 2 periods, and nice job there by Mahia. He understood that Wagner was kind of standing up there at the end, and could have gotten a takedown.
He wasn't in a good stance, and Mahia came in and got it.
So smart wrestling there by Mahia, trying to go into that takedown. If he had a couple more seconds, could have gotten him.
You would think.
But Mejia's going to go bottom to start the 3rd period. We'll see what he can do from the bottom position. As Wagner grabs those wrists, now he's trying to run a half, and it's going to get stopped for potentially dangerous.
Might have wrenched that arm a little bit. Might have injury.
Going to get some injury time. Follow us on social media, on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter at GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. Also be sure to hit that little like button down below on our stream, and also hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs. Your teams, your counties, your site. GardenStateHSWrestling.com is where it's at.
Going to get back to the action here. I think he's good to go. You know, just that sudden jarring when you're there. It hurts a little bit. You know, they're going to give him a second.
Hey, Isaac. Here we go, kick one, Isaac.
Should be getting back to the action. Mahia will continue on the bottom position, as it's a 1-0 lead right now for Wagner. As both wrestlers stand. Mahia trying to get out from bottom, but grabbing on those wrists there is Wagner. See if he can try to run something.
Looks like he's got the arms in there. He's trying. Look, I thought maybe he had an arm back. He was trying to get in between the legs for a cradle, but now it looks like he's got some sort of headlock situation. Maybe he's got the wrist control.
Looking for something, though.
I think we're going to get a restart here any second.
We do. Excellent commentary there by Donald J. Brower himself. We'll get back to the center of the mat. Mahia's going to go bottom. Still 1-0 lead here for Wagner. He's going to come on top. Just needs to watch that one with the elbow. Brings it back down. Now we got some wrist control there. Still in that same position that he was before. We got the restart. Just has to be careful he doesn't get hit for stalling, because he's riding from that parallel spot. He should be.
No warnings yet, though, but as you see, Mahia trying to get up. He's got to break the wrist control and get up.
And that's something that Wagner's just been doing so far in this period, is just grabbing on those wrists and hasn't really let go of the beat. And stands up there is Mahia. You got to watch there. Now it's going to
get locked hands.
Stop there for locked hands. So if Mahia can get out of this one, that would put Mahia in the lead 2-1 if he can get out here. He's got 38 seconds left to do it.
And this is what we're talking about. The score is 45-6. And this rivalry match, they're still actually into it. And gonna get it out. He should get the 1. There he goes. 28 seconds left. He's just got to be careful here not to get taken down. He hasn't been warned for anything.
Nothing yet, so he could do something there, but Wagner trying to get in. He's gonna go in and finish that takedown. 3-2 there for Wagner. 10 seconds left to go in the 3rd period. Now all he could do is just ride here, but Mahia's got to get up quickly, but Looks like that's not going to happen here as Wagner's going to walk away with that 3-2 victory for the West Morris Wolfpack as they extend their lead to 48-6. Great job by him. Follow us on social media, on Facebook, GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter, GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. Please be sure to also hit that little like button down below on our YouTube stream and hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs. Your teams, your counties, your site. GardenStateHSWrestling.com is where it's at. We provide the best, and we mean the best wrestling coverage in the state of New Jersey. No question about it.
Call the ball.
Today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, and the Harrington Companies, the official sponsors of the original GardenStateHSWrestling.com's live wrestling coverage of tonight's match. We are here at the West Morris Central High School covering the Mendham Minutemen and the West Morris Central Wolfpack with their commentators on the call, Donald J. Brower and James Clarke. West Morris leads this one 48-6. We are here at 175 pounds between Leau from Mendham and Barasonic from West Morris Central.
Hey, Paul.
Big guys look to getting ready to throw some hands here, looking for a maneuver here.
Definitely something that you see often in the upper
Got
weights.
more headlocks. If you know what I'm saying, more locking up than you see in the upper weights, and you really don't see that in the lower weights.
No, not at all.
It's more the big guys like, I want to test you out. You know, I understand. Like, you want to see how he's going to maneuver if he can try to get something cheap.
But getting in on that double leg there is Barasonic. Blocking it off there is Leau.
Leau. I can see how you could say that. It's Leau.
Finishing on that shot there is Barasonic, but Leau doing a good job there of preventing that takedown from happening. Just gotta, if he just kind of puts that shoelace, which he does, that's exactly what I was just gonna say. If he puts those shoelaces to the mat, that would be harder for Barasonic to take him down. Leau could try to spin around here. Could be close to it. Probably going to get stopped here for stalemate.
It's really close.
And now Leau.
Great job by this referee letting him wrestle, too. You know what I mean?
100%.
Leau gets the takedown.
Makes this one 2-0 for Leau. As he has, looked like he was trying to get some wrist control there. See if he could try and bring him back down. Just got to watch out there for the locked hands, which is good. He was able to break apart that. So that will be the end of one period with Leau leading this one 2-0 over Barasonic. We'd like to take the time to thank our following sponsors for tonight's match: New Jersey Total Health, Sub Pub, Action Towing, Mia Nona Kachina, Urban Style Barber Shop, Chester Meat Market, Five Brothers Taqueria, Long Valley Pub, and OMG Burger for providing financial support this season to allow GardenStateHSWrestling.com's broadcast of tonight's match. The original GardenStateHSWrestling.com. How'd that throw that one in there?
I know. Leau trying to run something here, trying to stack him up, see if he can get some sort of cradle going on. He's pushing the head together, seeing if he can get those hands. They're right there. I mean, he's right there if he really wants to.
He could try to lock him up. And
I think he's got it. I think he has him locked now. He's just in a bad position. As he rotates over.
he'll have Barasonic right there. He'll get back points, but not a pin yet there, unless if he puts that knee to the side. If he puts that left knee to Barasonic's
He's got to, like,
side.
turn himself a little bit. He's got to flatten out to his stomach. If he flattens out to his stomach, he'll be able to get it out. He's in a bad position. He's going to try to break it down and see if he holds the hand there and tries to readjust. Great job by him to readjust. Hold the arm. I think it's just a second. He's going to pull up on the head, readjust, and put all his weight on the guy's shoulders.
And that gets him the pin for Leau. 48-12 now for the Wolfpack over the Minutemen. Follow us on social media on Facebook, GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter, GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. Please be sure to also hit that like button down below on our stream and hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs. Your teams, your counties, your site. GardenStateHSWrestling.com is where it's at. We provide the best wrestling coverage in the state of New Jersey, the premier wrestling here in the state of New Jersey. No question about it.
Trainer Yokum versus West Morris Central.
Today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, and the Harrington Companies, the official sponsors of the original GardensHSWrestling.com's live wrestling coverage. We are here at West Morris Central High School covering the Mendham Minutemen and the West Morris Wolfpack with their commentators on the call, Donald J. Brower and James Clarke. We are here at 190 pounds
Hey, Brady, let's go, kid.
here for Yokum of Mendham and Bourra from West Morris Central. This is Michael Bourra, the brother of Tommy Bourra, which we will be seeing coming up shortly.
Mikey, Tommy should be next. So, I mean, the Bourra brothers. Obviously, Tommy's had a great career so far. You know, one of the top-notch guys. I mean, some of the battles he had last year with Moscatello from Mount Olive, he was right there in the county. He was right there in state. So, I mean, that's somebody, if you're West Morris, you could really build around it. His brother's just as good. So, gives them, you know, upper weights for a long time. Like I said, upper weights, not really the greatest thing, not only here, but in the county, but especially here. It wasn't too many guys coming out, and now you got those guys, and it's just a really good showing here.
The upper weights are always hard to fill for any school.
Well, I think it's now, especially with everybody, you know, and I'm not delusional where I understand with wrestling, where you got guys who want to go to college and play football, and that's kind of their idea. So if you're a football player, you're a bigger guy, you see the end goal. You could possibly go to college, get drafted, go to the NFL. Where are you going if you're in, you know, you're going to go to college for wrestling, but are you going to take that next level? Are you that Olympic level style guy if you're on the border? So I understand, hey, we're going to work on just our wrestling. Or just our football. Totally understand that. But that's why you see not a ton of great heavyweight depth like there used to be in the past. There's a big gap between that upper part and then the next level. Whereas if you look at a 144, 157, 150, you know, even down 106, there's great upper ones, and then there's just as good, but just not that next level. There's a decent drop-off in heavyweight
100%.
and upper weights.
0-0 tie here between the two wrestlers. 13 seconds left to go in the first period. They're probably just going to let this one wrestle out, as we have 5 seconds left to go in the first period. And after one period, we have no score. This is going to be Central's choice. They're going to go bottom to start the second period. Bourra will choose bottom.
Hey, Brady, here we go.
As both wrestlers will get themselves set. And we'll get back into the action. 0-0 tie. Those wrist controls there from both wrestlers. And now trying to do that crossface there is him. And keep wrestling there. Do you like what you see today? Are you looking for a way to advertise your business to customers? We have limited sponsorship opportunities left for the 2023-24 season. You can sponsor one of our live streams or a local team page. Just click on a blank ad logo and fill out the sponsor form. Let GardensStateHSWrestling.com make you the star of the show. Why deal with the rest when you can deal with the best? GardensStateHSWrestling.com is where it's at. Still 0-0 tie between Yokum and Bourra of West Morris. Having those wrist control there is Yokum. And trying to stack them there is Yokum, but great job bridging out of that one is Bourra.
Halfway through the second period here.
50 seconds left to go in the second. 0-0 tie. As now he's trying to lock up a near side cradle there for Yokum. See if he can try and do something, but not in the greatest of position, but could get some back points out of it. And maybe just readjust just a little bit if he can try to stick him.
Bourra's twisting up there, but he's going to give up the 3 back points.
So the official will be holding 2 at the moment, unless if Yokum could try and readjust and try to get a pin.
I don't know if anybody saw that, Bourra caught a leg to the face, which stunned him, which as he was fighting out, and gives up the pin. Caught a knee right to the chops.
That's a tough one right there.
And the referee was on the other side, so.
So now that'll make it 48-18. Follow us on social media, on Facebook, GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter, GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. Please be sure to also hit that little like button down below on the stream and hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs. Your teams, your counties, your site, GardenStateHSWrestling.com is where it's at. We provide the best wrestling coverage in the state of New Jersey, no question about it. Today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, and the Harrington Companies, the official sponsors of the original GardenStateHSWrestling.com's live wrestling coverage. We are here at 2:15. As we were talking about Tommy Bourra of West Morris and Eisman of Mendham. We're going to go out of bounds.
We got to get the reads in real quick because Bourra is next level at 2:15.
He most definitely is.
Ran into a tough guy in Vincent Lee from Del Barton during the counties.
Both wrestlers stand.
You know what's interesting? Bourra right there drop. He gets got to get this analogy in. He's like a bear stalking his prey. I thought he was going to pin him there. He's just like ready to go. Like, I mean, he had nowhere to go.
He's just an absolute stud here as a sophomore.
If you're interested in having us come out and cover some of your matches in 2024, 25, or if you're interested in being a sponsor, click on your ad here. Send us the info sheet. I'll get back to you within 24 hours. Let GardenStateHSWrestling.com make you and your business a star in the show. The original GardenStateHSWrestling.com, the premier high school wrestling provider in all of New Jersey. We will put our reputation up against anybody else. Don't listen to some goof. We deliver the proof. Don't work with the rest. You can hang with the best. GardenStateHSWrestling.com is very affordable. We want to help spread the word, and we don't use used car salesman lies. But quick pin there by Bourra.
I'll make it now 54-18, the Wolfpack. Follow us on social media, on Facebook, GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter, GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram, GardenStateHSWrestling. Please be sure to also hit that like button down below on this stream, and be sure to hit the subscribe button on this YouTube page for all of your wrestling needs, your teams, your counties, your site. And we are here at the West Morris Central High School covering the Mendham Minutemen and the West Morris Central Wolfpack. Donald J. Brower and James Clarke on the call. We're here at the final bout of the evening at 285 pounds with Felini from Mendham and Gadella from West Morris Central. The final bout of the night, the heavyweights, which is a Donald Brower all-time favorite. He enjoys the heavyweight bouts as much as the next guy does, and Gadella on that takedown. He gets that takedown 2-0, 2-1 now after giving up that escape. And Gadella definitely quick to work there, ready to go.
This is the beef. This is the it's all or nothing. It's the big home runs. This is the home run derby of wrestling matches.
I was just telling them it's a fan favor for you to watch these heavyweight matches.
Because they're all going for it. There's nothing else. They're not out here trying to work Merkles or Petersons or any of those other ones. They're out here, listen, I'm a big dude. I'm going to throw you. You're either going or I'm going. There's no in between.
I never had that experience. I was more in the lower middle weights there.
Oh, this is more, and I understand with the wrestling, the moves and everything. I always consider this more the man weight, just because you're imposing your physical will over someone else. There's nothing better.
Oh, absolutely.
There's no excuse oh, you hit me. No, I picked you up, I threw you to your mat, and I pinned you. That's what happened. Like that. Picked you up, threw you to the mat, and it looks like it's going to be night-night right here.
And that's going to conclude the match. The final score tonight, West Morris 60, the Mendham Minutemen 18. Final score for tonight's matchup here. We'd like to take the time to thank our main sponsors for tonight, and they are the following: New Jersey Total Health, Sub Pub, Action Towing, Mia Nona Kachina, Urban Style Barbershop, Chester Meat Market, Five Brothers Tequila, Long Valley Pub, and OMG Burger for providing financial support this season to allow GardenStateHSWrestling.com's broadcast of tonight's match. Follow us on social media, on Facebook, GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter, GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. If you like everything that we provided here, not just tonight, but anything else that we've done previously this year, please be sure to hit that little like button down below and hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs.
Setup coming up, we're going to be doing the Boonton Mountain Lakes match on Friday, and then keep on our socials and just keep an eye out because we do have a sectional final set up. We're looking at doing a group semi. We just got to wait, make sure that NJ.com or NFHS doesn't get the rights to it. But if not, we're going to be somewhere Wednesday. We're going to have 3 people out covering the first round and semis on Monday. We'll have Shane Dunn at Jefferson. We're going to have James Clarke at Warren Hills, I think, and then I'm going to be at Hanover Park. And then, like I said, Wednesday we'll be at a sectional final. We're just waiting on that. And then Friday we're looking to do a group semi depending on coverage rights there. So for James Clarke, I'm Donald J. Brower. Thank you to all our sponsors. Thank you for watching tonight, and we'll see you next time.